Hello, my name is Riley Thompson, and today I will be talking to you about the battle for Vimy Ridge. In the battle, there were about 4 Canadian divisions involved, and there was 1 British artillery division. Combined, they were about 170,000 men. Vimy Ridge was the first time a colonial force defeated a European country on its own soil. So it's not surprising that some people say the battle for Vimy Ridge was also the birth of Canadian pride. The battle at Vimy Ridge was part of the Arras offensive. The Arras offensive involved the French attacking in the south from the Champagne region of France, while the British would have a bunch of diversionary attacks in the north around the French town of Arras. Vimy was part of the northern offensive. The Canadians' goal was to capture Vimy Ridge. It had a great vantage point of the German and Allied trenches, and would give them a huge advantage in future attacks. In previous battles, more than 100,000 French soldiers were killed or wounded trying to capture the hill. The Canadians would be attacking over an open graveyard. This assault called for 4 Canadian divisions to run up the hill in side-by-side formation. However, this assault would be different from the ones in the past. The troops would be given detailed information about the terrain and details on enemy strongpoints thanks to aerial photography. The infantry would no longer consist of all riflemen. Instead, it would include a mix of specialists like grenade throwers and machine gunners. Soldiers were taught new cutting-edge tactics like keep moving and always follow your lieutenant, and if he went down, always follow your corporal. These seem like really basic things today. Army engineers invented a new type of shell that exploded on contact so that they would not get buried, and also dug extensive tunnels to bring infantry more safely towards the German trenches. The main assault occurred on April the 9th. The attack was to begin at 5:30 a.m. on Easter Monday, which was the 9th of April 1917, but was postponed by the French for 24 hours. In the late hours of the 8th of April and the early morning of the 9th, the men of the leading and supporting wave of the attack were moved into their forward assembly positions. More than 1,500 Canadian infantry overran the Germans along all of the front. Incredible bravery and discipline allowed the infantry to continue moving forward under heavy fire, even when their officers were killed. There were a lot of sacrifices on the Canadian side as they single-handedly charged the machine gun nests or forced the surrender of Germans in protective digouts. By nightfall, on the 12th of April 1917, the Canadian Corps was in firm control of the ridge. The Canadians suffered about 10,602 casualties, 3,598 died, and 7,004 were wounded. They also took 4,000 German prisoners of war. The loss on Vimy Ridge forced the Germans to rethink their defensive strategy in the area. They decided not to counterattack and instead pursued a scorched earth policy, which pretty much means that they're just gonna destroy anything that could be of use to their enemies.
Vimy Ridge, a part of our heritage.